Hello guys, welcome to Spacebase Startopia. This is the first episode in the Let's Play series, and we're looking through the campaign mission 1, which is the Garbage Empire, which is essentially glorified litter picking. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so this main mission then, this is the first mission in the campaign, and it's generally just a case of picking up trash, essentially, so there's not really much to it. I think it's just a mission to kind of get you eased into the game and start learning a bit more about the basics of how to make money and or energy as it is in this case, and just stuff like that. So it's a pretty basic one, but it does sort of ease you in, and obviously as the missions get further along they become a little bit more challenging. So with this one, essentially it's just a case of getting some buildings down and to start off with and start making some money. So I've just picked up a load of trash, that's what I was doing, so I just held down on the left mouse button and this comes up and you can just pick things up with that. And I've also just picked up some crates from here, so this is the main energy collector. This harvests energy from the sun, but you can also get some crates dropped off here. So that just contains some blueprints for buildings, so there's a couple of atmosphere filters and some garbage bots which we're going to be needing. But first things first, we do need some particular buildings, so we do need the recycling station. So obviously we're going to be recycling lots of litter, so we do need to get that down. And we're going to be getting a berth. So with berths you can either use blueprints that are up here, so for example this one, and it just sort of gives you a pre-made room. You can do it yourself, but I'm just going to use the pre-made room for this particular scenario. So we do have little fuzzies, little droids, wherever they are. They're all over here. Excellent. These will go around picking things up, moving things, transporting things, but they'll also make all of your buildings for you as well. So they're kind of like your little workers on the station. So we do have the first sort of berth being built. We've got the recycling station. We do need some aliens to man the station, but I'm going to get a communication center down as well. So the communication center, essentially it just helps you to get special events and things happening during the game. So special visitors will come and stuff like that. But the only other one that's missing at the moment is a fuzzy charging station. So being robots, they do need charging up, so I'm just going to stick one there. And then I can start sticking these garbage bots down and things like that as well. So with the berth, or this living area, there's showers, there's sleeping pods, and there's also areas for them to, or vending machines if you like, for them to get drinks and food. So with the drinks and food, we'll obviously be earning some credits through that, or energy, but they'll also be dropping litter, as you can see there. So if you have too much litter in your space station, it will obviously upset quite a few people, but it does also cause vermin to appear on your space station, which we'll probably see more of in future episodes. So we've got the recycling centre up and running. I just need to throw the garbage in there like so. So you just click on the ones you want to do and just left click into there and it'll drop off all the garbage that you picked up. But we do need some staff, so we go on to units. So the recycling station takes or needs Telgor to run it, so we just go on the little unit option at the top there, and then brings up a list of all your people that you can hire. So we just select some of these. Generally just go for the ones with decent skill and decent dedication, so a mixture of 2s and 1s at the minute, so nothing spectacular, but we should go for those. Now the communication center also needs staff, so again these are Bugrathorians, so we'll just hire some Bugrathorians, just go for 4, and then we should have those up and running and being used. So garbage bots, we'll put some of those down. If I can so the controls are a little bit funny on this. Okay, so I've just selected it, left clicked, and then you right click on it to open up this little window. Click on this unpack button and you can unpack it. So I'm just going to put one garbage bot there, and another garbage bot we'll just put over on this side as well. And then we've got the atmosphere filters. Seem to have lost one, there it is. So the atmosphere filters, they obviously just make it a nice atmosphere, because some of the buildings that you get, like the recycling centre or the factory and other things, will produce a bad atmosphere, so they're a bit polluting. So just having these atmosphere filters will just make it a little bit nicer for the guests or the visitors that we have on the space station at the moment. So just wait for all those to be built. There you go, we've got garbage box there as well. So got some little messages down here. It's just tips really, just telling you how to pick up multiple objects and how to use your matter storage. So that's the well, the little thing along the bottom, the inventory if you like. So again, essentially all we're doing, like I say, is just picking up litter in this one. So it's not the most in-depth of missions. But as I say, it is kind of just like an introductory one, just to get you into the habit of, you know, how to use the recycling centre and produce energy through that. As the game progresses, there will be missions where we're on the fun deck, which is the middle deck, and also the bio deck as well. Now the fun deck, you'll be able to earn even more credits and energy from the aliens, because you kind of set it up like a little, it's almost like a little theme park, or just a general sort of entertainment area. So there's various rides on there, there's casinos, I think there's cat cafe, all sorts of things. So it just kind of caters for everybody's needs. There's discos. I'm not sure if there's a bar on there anymore. On the old game there used to be a bar, but there also used to be something called like a love nest, which is, I don't know, I think a polite way of saying it would be like it was a bit like a brothel. So they've obviously not included that. Probably in this day and age, it's not the most politically correct thing to include in a game. But they've got rid of that. So the terrorist organisation has planted some garbage bombs, so we've just got to pick those up, and we can chuck those directly into the recycling centre, and they will get recycled. Garbage bot modification. We've actually got a little event come up now for garbage bots, so we can have the biting garbage box. So garbage bots eat 50% of the garbage deposited in them, which is equivalent to recycling. Garbage bot also has a 5% chance of exploding and scattering garbage upon reaching the capacity. And the other one eats, has an extra 100% capacity and a 33% chance of moving 10% faster for 30 seconds upon reaching capacity. Just go for the first one.
Garbage bots that bite? Very well. What can go wrong?
Just hopefully that will make them a little bit more efficient. So, I mean, essentially on this mission, this is it. It's just a case of waiting now until you've recycled all the garbage bombs that will appear, and you've earned enough energy through the recycling station. And that's generally it. So yeah, quite a simple, straightforward one, but just keep going around collecting all the trash as you are, as we are doing now, and depositing them into the recycling centre. And as you can see, as that gets a little bit fuller, it starts to come out here and expand across the little waste area there, and it will go down eventually. But yeah, you can see the energy at the top here on the objectives. It's going up a little bit. I think whilst we're waiting around, I'll just show you some other things really, I suppose. So we've got station ratings. So certainly as you go further in the game, you'll be looking at station ratings, looking at managing guest needs from here. There's a little bit here that's called Space Spitter. It's a little bit like Twitter, lots of hashtags. But it generally just gives you feedback on how the aliens are feeling, because pretty much nowadays everyone moans via social media, so it's quite funny that they've included that. But everyone seems pretty happy at the minute. You can filter it to just negative ratings, positive ratings, and general happiness there, so you can sort of highlight over there, see what the needs are of the different people. So I think that's where that is. Yeah. Right, breathtaking atmosphere filter. So I have 2 foolhardy downgrades to your atmosphere filters on board. Which one would you like?
Apparently garbage fanatics have
Let's
planted
pick up these garbage bombs before they explode everywhere.
Isn't that interesting?
So the atmosphere filter has 5% chance every 60 seconds of triggering a disturbance that deals damage to surrounding buildings, or the filter has a 10% chance of producing 5 units of garbage every 60 seconds. I'm going to go for that one because I think that one will potentially give us a little bit of extra garbage that we can throw into the recycler, which would be good. Let's just have a little look on the recycler. If you right click on it, you can see how many workers are in there. So I'm actually going to hire some more Telgor because although I hired 4, obviously some of them have gone for a little rest, or gone to get something to eat. So I'm going to hire a few more, and then hopefully that'll just speed up the production there. So again, further in the game, you will be producing resources for things. So if we look at the atmosphere filter here, you can see there's an O2 crate in there, so you are able to make oxygen crates. So there is like a little bit of an economy within the game in terms of being able to produce things. There's a factory where you can make little buffs that you can use on the visitors and sort of improve their mood or heal them. So there's sort of like a sickness mechanic in the game as well. So guests and visitors do get sick, so it's always important to have a medi station on hand, which we'll be looking at in further episodes. So what else is there that we can look at? So we've got the Val shop. So the Val shop just is where you can buy some little buffs, just like these really. Sometimes there'll be some blueprints, I think, but this mainly seems to be buffs. So for example, if you've got a load of fuzzies who've run out of batteries because there's not got enough chargers, you can kind of drop one of these buffs and it will charge them up. Research, obviously we've not got a lab or anything at the minute, so there's no research for us to do. And I think that little green thing was just where they're all adding in their own little feedback on space bitter. As you can see, they're a dirty lot and they're dropping lots of trash. So, rapid recycling station. No more atmospheric pollution, but a 25% chance that no energy will be produced. Well, I don't want that one. Recycling interval 100% quicker. Producing twice as much. We'll go for the speed. We want to get this mission over and done with, don't we, really? So we'll drop the garbage in there. So if you did play the original Startopia game, this is pretty much a carbon copy of the first mission on there. If I'm honest, it was pretty much the same sort of thing. So it's not necessarily a fault that this is quite basic of the new developers. It is something that was in the original. Probably could have done something with it to make it a little bit more challenging. It's pretty basic, not really got much depth to this first mission, I don't think. But there we go, so we've completed all the garbage bomb recycling for the bonus objectives, so now we've just pretty much just got to wait for us to get to 4,000 trash energy produced. I know what I was trying to say there. Hope you did. So yeah, I'll just keep picking up trash. Glorified litter picker that I am. What else have we got on the options? So there's a room option, just gives you a bit of a overview of all your rooms. So if, for example, they need a bit of repair, you can repair them here. So your fuzzies will go off and repair them, fix them up. They do degrade over time, as you can see, but there'll also be some fighting and stuff that will happen later on, and perhaps some of these garbage bombs going off will damage them as well. You can turn them on and off as well, so they do have a cost involved with them. So they're going to be using up quite a lot of energy. So it's good that you know, obviously if you're not making enough energy, you'll end up running out of money. And that's just the way you can kind of manage it a little bit. What else have we got? Construction menu, which you can just access by right clicking on the anywhere on the floor. Leaky visitors. Let's have a look at leaky visitors. So there's some weak-bladdered Bugrathorians. They have a 5% chance of creating garbage every 60 seconds. This production of garbage satisfies the need for hygiene. Leaking Telgor, 5% chance of creating. So basically, one lot of the aliens is going to produce more garbage. So I'll just go for Bugrathorians. It looks like it's quite a lot of those, but I'm into it. So basically, you just want to go for something that's going to benefit you in your objectives. Looking pretty much pretty full with the trash now. Actually, it looks as though if your thing's full, you end up just kind of chucking it all on the floor, which is not good. So perhaps, oh, there you go. That's because I've got that selected. Let me just right click and get rid of that. Throwing it all over the floor. What other menu? What was I saying? Yeah, menu for the construction menu. So you've got your normal rooms that you can access, but there's also various objects. So the atmospheric filtering and the garbage bots.
Have thrown bombs at the station.
Bomb. Pick that bomb up. Is there any more bombs? No, I think it was just that one bomb. I'll just hang on to that. I've got no room in my... Why is there no one working? I hired loads of these Telgor and none of them are working. So let's hire some more. Gonna end up with loads of them. I don't know whether some of them just left or whether they're all just busy getting food and stuff.
Trash fanatics have managed to successfully detonate a garbage bomb on your station.
There was a bomb around there somewhere.
You should collect and dispose of them instead of watching them explode.
Oh man. Anyway, so if we actually go onto the building menu, we can probably see. Oh no, I was going to say we can probably see where it's damaged the buildings, but it doesn't appear to have done. It's just thrown trash everywhere. So hopefully this will speed up a little bit. Don't know what happened there. Meant to just there we go. There we go. So now we've got full capacity of workers. That garbage is coming down quite nicely. So hopefully it won't be too long until we reach the 4,000 that we need. We do have a fuzzy in a crate there, so can put the fuzzy down there. Let's open him up and get the fuzzy on the go. Strange garbage. Strange garbage. So with these events, so regular garbage needs twice the space in the recycling station. Regular garbage has 50% chance of producing 10 plus energy during recycling, or everything other than garbage generates 100% additional energy during recycling. Everything outside of garbage has a 20% chance of producing additional garbage. Let's go for the first one.
Interesting choice, Commander. I'm curious to see how you will handle it.
Because I've got enough garbage, I don't want something... I've not really got much else to go in there, I don't think, to use as garbage. So I think that's just probably the best one for me to use. But yeah, as you can see, I'm actually at a point now where there's too much garbage for the recycler. So potentially you could even get a second recycling station down. Which I might do that actually, just to speed things up. Although we're not far off now. Probably could have done this earlier. Bad time that's built would probably be probably got my 4,000. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to the next sort of episodes because the next missions, because they'll be a little bit more in depth. We'll probably be looking at the fun deck and trying to keep guests, visitors a little bit happier. Got more garbage bombs. I think that's all of them. But my inventory is nearly full now, so I need to be able to get rid of all this rubbish, all this trash into this
a second recycling station is a splendid idea, Commander. It can take care of trash, garbage.
Second recycling station is a splendid idea. It can take care of trash. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So I probably could have done that a bit sooner. So if you have a go at this yourself, get a second one down. There we go, 4,000 now has been hit. And that is the end of this mission, guys. Do come back if you want to see mission 2. And I shall see you on the next one.
I replied that if there is a way to fail in this scenario, you will find it.